From the letter, what are the feels around it?
That letter was really nice, guys. It was well written. It was very thoughtful. I think for me, one thing that really stands out is recognition to see a woman. There's a lot of assumptions that, she's got this, she's fine, she's smiling, she's okay, but being able to sit down, have a conversation with someone and really see someone goes a long way.
Without overthinking it, who is Marianne without the career now? Without all the nice things that we use, career, where I went to school, what I do, who is Marianne?
That's a good question. Without my career,
Yes.
we often have our identities, in the things that we do. I think I'm a very soft girl. I'm a firstborn, guys.
That's still a title, so it doesn't work. Use things you enjoy to do. Escape from titles. Use something you like to do.
Okay.
So it's soft works. Soft works.
Okay, I think I have another one. I enjoy fitness. Just this week, I did a 17K walk. So I work out. I am the type that works out at home. I enjoy watching anime.
Okay.
And K-dramas too. So I journal a lot. And of late, I have been going back to drawing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, next time that question pops up, use those factors, the drawing, the anime, the soft girl, without
That's who I am.
overthinking them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who you are without the titles. Now let's go back to the titles. Who is Marianne? What does she do on a daily basis? Yeah.
Okay. I'm a firstborn. And the reason why I keep repeating this is because it drives most of the things that I do. At a very early age, I discovered that, no one is coming to save me. I am the one everyone is waiting for to save them. It's really built my character. It's the reason why I'm able to sit down here and talk the way I am. I have 2 siblings, younger brothers, that are all looking at me, waiting to, saying they all want to be like, the sister. They think I am hardworking. I am. I think I am. And that has led me to decide at a very young age that things have to get done. There's no other way. It's up and up. You fall, you get back up because we are going up. You're going forward. That led me to the career I'm in. I have always loved mathematics from a very early age. So that's why I even picked the course that I did. I did mathematics and computer science. And funny part, guys, I did not like the computer part. For the better part of the 4 years, I hated it.
Yeah.
But I think after I finished, I had to, what can I do to translate? One thing that I'm good at with the degree that I've gotten, that's how I came across analysis. So I actually did software engineering, I did cybersecurity, I did so many things in the IT space, but analysis made sense. And right now I'm kind of translating into something we call a solution architect. So you're basically the one that you go to the client, you understand the issue that they have, then translate it into something digital.
From your work perspective, what is that one thing that lights up your day that you're like, this is my favorite, but that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here.
It's definitely when the client comes, they have an issue, and my team is like, we know Mary will figure it out. I know Marianne will come up with what we need to build, because we've now come up with, I really have an amazing team. Actually, I really want to say that. I have an amazing team that I work with, and each and every person has their own strength, and we've learned how to lean on each person's strength. So it's not a one-man team. So what excites me the most is when the client comes and the problem is there, and I now have to sit down and be like, okay, so we can build this to solve this and solve this. And then I meet with my team. I tell them, they're like, wow, she did it again. That's my favorite part, honestly.
Wow. Yeah. And one thing that you achieved that always reminds you, when you want to overlook who you are as a star, you remind yourself that I actually pulled off that.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I think I'm constantly reminded
Yeah.
of that. And I could even just pick from something that happened last week. I was having a bit of a hard time. Actually, I'll say between December and this year, I was having some doubt about the kind of effort I am putting in the company. And I was getting that fear of like, hey there, what if it doesn't translate to anything?
Yeah.
You know, the what ifs, they were very loud. And I remember I just had a conversation with one of my colleagues and I told them, I'm actually having doubts. And for the first time ever, I'm thinking that I might start applying to somewhere else. I told them that.
Yeah.
And they told me, let me drop everything. We need to have a conversation. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We spoke and they were able to remind me how much most of the things that we are enjoying now are as a result of the things that we've done over 1 year. I had forgotten that I might not have something to show because I think that was the issue. I really needed something to, because my friends kept asking, you might be working so much for this company because it got to a point where I really can't meet up as frequently as I used to be to meet. And I mean, when it gets to the weekend, I just want to rest because my Monday to Friday has been so hectic. And of course, your friends will understand that, but they want to see. They want to see, you've been working so hard. Show us.
So where are the results?
Where's the money, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what got to me, not having something to show. But I forgot that, one, I was definitely not the same person that I was. In fact, I could not have sat in such a seat right now and speak like I am. It's one of those things that you say is way much more valuable than money. But of course, I need money.
Is important.
It's very important. It is very important.
Yeah.
But it's one thing that even if the company closes, it will never be taken away from me. Last year, I realized I was getting fatigued because I was trying to figure out everything, do everything, and not let other people do it. But this year, I've learned how to, the other people who can do it, let them do it.
Oh, wow. That's so profound.
Yes.
Now, let's go back to the woman that you are.
Okay.
Back to now the career here, but back to the girl. How are you as a lady? How are you faring on as a girl right now? What spaces, what feelings are you currently having as a lady right now?
So outside my career,
yes.
In the past, I'll say this is the second year in counting, I have really embraced my spiritual journey. And I have to say that it has been very pivotal. Like the minute that I decided that I wanted to explore the journey, my career side, I feel like it picked me up from things that were pulling me down. And I'll give an example. I had terrible self-esteem. I did not think I deserved to be in spaces. This probably came from, the whole experience of people taking your work and presenting it as their own, and me never saying anything about it. It probably came from also not having something to show for all the work that I had. It also came from some of the actions. Sometimes we try to run away from the things that we've actually done. I was very lucky to even find a community that was not focused on church fanatics, but was focused on making you feel at home. It was mainly focused on come as you are. We really don't find that anymore in most churches, but I was lucky enough to find that. So it has just been amazing.
So how would you label this particular season of your life right now?
How would I label this? It feels like a season. I've been in planting season for the longest time. Mm-hmm. It feels like, I don't know what's that season. What's the season you call before you start? Is it sowing?
Before you plant?
Just before, after planting. Mm-hmm. So you feel things
You're
are
waiting
ripe.
for nini so that you limia.
Yes. That is the kind of season. Probably.
Plowing is the actual kulimia.
Before, so we've already planted. Things are looking nice. You're just now you know.
You're waiting
Maybe
for
you're
them to bloom now.
yes, you're now pruning anything that is not part of your harvest. So just before harvest, that's the season I am in. I can feel it. There are so many signs.
Now you being in that season, there's so many things that it takes for you to stop shrinking yourself and really excel. Like decide I'm no longer doing this. I'm going to do this. What have you outgrown? And how is it right now that you've outgrown it? How are you now living right now?
Going out every other weekend. And this is not me trying to say it's a bad thing. It was a bad thing for me. It was not working for me, it was working against me. And the reason I am saying I've outgrown it is because now I have time to do the things that define me, the things you've just mentioned. I love drawing, I like journaling, I like running. It didn't happen easily, but the minute I acknowledged and accepted that I do not have to fit in a certain box that everyone is fitting in, that was it. I can still go out, but not to my expense. If I was planning to run that day, I'm going to run that day because there's something it does for me.
Okay.
So I can still plan. We can still plan to go out, but it must not disrupt the things that fill my cup.
One thing you feel in your life could be the work life, home life, whatever life, but you holistically, that you feel the world has only experienced a surface and they deserve to experience more. Rather, you're working on having them experience more of yourself.
My spiritual side. I have been open about it, but I think the only people that would say, I think it's only one person that would actually stand here and say, you guys, Miriam can preach. I don't think even my friends really understand how deep I am in this journey because I'm not loud about it. And it's not because I'm trying to hide. Maybe I'm also trying not to make people uncomfortable, but also it's because I'm still in my discovery mode. I really don't want to open up something because when you do, you're opening up to opinions, to ideas, and I still feel like I'm still in that phase where I'm trying to discover a lot of things. So the only spaces that I am letting people maybe know this part of me are in the spaces where we share the same
thought process.
Yes.
You mentioned your leader, you mentioned something about having a team and knowing that each person has their specialties, so you let them do it because, how has your leadership style grown over the years, and how do you feel you're faring now as a leader as compared to how you were probably a year or 2 years ago?
Okay. Yeah, so before I didn't know how to work with anyone. I didn't think anyone could do things as to my standard. Let me just put it that way. So I always felt like I'll handle it. I don't care if it's going to take me the whole night. I'll just do it. It's fine. So I burnt out. I got proper burnout, and it was that moment that I just realized that you really can't do everything on your own, and it was quite clear because it made sense why our boss even hired us, because he's also pretty cool. He can do a lot of things on his own. He actually did for the first 2 years of running the company. But even him, he realized that he actually can't do everything, and that's why we came in. So it was also upon me to realize, because we got other people, it was upon me to realize that one, you get better at what you do when you teach other people. That's one thing. And two, you're able to move faster when you have more hands. So realize that what I need to do is not feel like I need to handle everything. I just need to handle what I'm really good at and do it really well. So after I realized that, what I did actually was have one-on-one sessions with the people that I was working with so that I can identify their strengths, what they're interested in. And then, because I was the one given the work, so me and my colleague, I was now in a better position to allocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. This month, the theme for International Women's Month is Give to Gain.
Okay.
So I'd like to know, what does give to gain mean to you personally? How do you ensure you give to your work, but also gain? How do you ensure you also give to your relationships, but also gain, without losing yourself in the middle of all that?
Okay. So in terms of work, give to gain would mean, one, I try to do the things that I enjoy, which means if I do, I am, can I call it, I am upskilling. The very skill that I have, that I enjoy doing and I'm giving to the company, the more I do it, the better I get at it. So for me, I have tried to, I have tried to hand over the things that I feel are taking more, and I'm focusing on the things that I feel are, making me a better person. Because for me, I'm looking at it in terms of, in the next 3-5 years, if you take out this career, if you take out the company, there has to be that one thing that the company can't go with. So the company can go with the money, the finances, but they'll never take away the skills that I've gained from, from the experiences. So when I see an opportunity in my workplace to do something that will be instilled in me, I do it. So that's a give
To gain.
thing. In relationships, I give my time to things that will be helpful. This is an example. So I actually got to that point where I take a step back before accepting an invitation to something. So this is to both my friends, my colleagues, and my family. but yeah.
And how do you feel now that you're seated there in this space?
I feel powerful. I actually do. I feel very powerful. I thought I'd be very nervous, actually, but I feel at home. It feels I'm comfortable around you guys.
Wow, that's so nice. Because my next question was literally to ask you, which space have you belonged, or have you ever been at, or are you that you feel like you're seen, included, just not as a passerby,
Okay.
And I'm saying it's so nice because you've just said, I feel like I'm at home.
So this is one of them.
Clearly, evidently, but yeah, proceed.
Yes. So I am definitely lucky to be among the people that can say that I love the place I work or in. I am around people that appreciate what I have to give. I recognize it. And not once in a blue moon. It's every now and then.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so we have a very amazing CEO that will always acknowledge, and he will randomly call you and tell you, Marianne, I am seeing the work that you're doing, and I just want to. You can imagine affirmations at work. It's a dream.
As a love language, they're thriving.
Yes, he will actually do that, and even I even remember how hectic last week was. He went out of his way to just send a text in the group, and he said, guys, God bless you for all the work that you're doing. I can see it.
Something many women carry as they rise in careers in different fields is the quiet pain of relationships, the quiet pain of men visiting and feeling like they've now been intimidated by you rising, and they go, right? Is it something that you've experienced? If so, how did you handle it, and what do you think about it?
Okay, so I briefly experienced it last year when I was just starting off the career that I am in right now, rather the job that I am in right now. And the reason why I say it's brief, it's because I didn't get in. It was more of something that I was able to pick up very quickly, luckily. So what happened is the opportunity came. The opportunity was huge. And they could not admit it, but they felt very threatened by it. And it was one of those things you always hear. But to experience it was actually very funny, because it really makes no sense when you feel threatened by your partner's, major achievements. But I think, as I was saying before, I don't think it's a matter of the person being ahead, making money or whatnot. It really comes from their own personality, or the person they are, or what they are seeking for in a woman or a relationship. So for me, in that period, I think they really wanted a woman that would make them feel needed. And yeah, unfortunately, I was not one.
Yeah.
I was really not one. And the main reason I'm also saying this is because later I was able to meet someone else, and they were very secure in who they were, in what they were doing, and my achievements were not things that felt like threats to them. So it really taught me that it's not about, I don't know, I'm making more money, they're making more money. Of course, that's a whole different conversation. But I think we fail to understand that it's something that is between the two of you. You just need to sit down, understand what do you need from me and what do I need from you. And from that, you'll be able to, you decide, are you okay when I become an MD? Tell me right now, because it's coming.
It's coming. Actually,
I'll be making a lot of money. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
So if I make a lot of money, what does that make you feel? Then, we can have a conversation from there. But I mean, if from the get-go you want to be the one that sends me my nail money, my Uber, pays for everything, then I think you should just find someone that wants that, and not try and make someone that is already
not that
become that.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Now, before the lessons, before who you are, before you got into the career, there was a younger girl with ambitions, with great dreams. If she was seated somewhere listening to you today, hearing you talk, seeing how you've turned out, what would you like her to hear from you?
We did it. we are doing it, actually. Now we are doing it. I think the younger version of me was so used to shrinking. That was one of the things that I got to learn about myself last year. And I'm still learning how to. For the longest time, I learned that for you to get something, you have to first, shrink a bit. Don't make people uncomfortable with your comments, with what you want. Don't become a burden, If they want to go this way, just go. You'll turn somewhere in front, then go to where you wanted. And I think that was a very sad way to live. And it caught up with me, because I became very unhappy. And it was one of those moments where, Juliza, how did we get here? Like, Anne, what are you doing? Why do you keep saying yes to things that bring you down? And I would like to tell her that, like, I'm proud of her for finally, shedding off that whole skin, for being timid, being scared, and thinking that we do not deserve the good things, because that was another huge thing. Because when you don't think you deserve good things, you won't get them.
True.
And I remember when I was getting this job, we were having doubts, because you're thinking, I've not been connected. We don't know anyone in South Africa. How else can you know?
How?
When you're
No
not
way.
used to good things, you even question the very good things that you keep getting. And it just pushed me to believe in and just say, me, I'm meant for good things. And that has been my slogan now for for the most part of my year, last year and this year. So I'd like to just tell her that we are doing it.
We're doing
And I'm so proud of who we are right now and who we are becoming, because she's bigger than who I am right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, to finally icing on the cake, what is something you're tenderly giving yourself permission to be, to want, or even to feel?
It's a good one. I am learning that it's okay to admit that you're tired. It's okay to want to rest. And I think on top of that, it's okay to get help. It's okay to ask for help. You do not have to do everything by yourself to feel, some sort of accomplishment.
Yeah.
So just trust me that whatever you're doing is enough. It's really enough. Oh, and another thing I am learning is that in terms of love, being accepted, being accommodated, you do not need to shrink yourself. You really don't need to. And if you're in a situation where you feel like you're being nudged to do that or you're being forced to do that, walk away. Walk away, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, now, last but not the least, I'd like you to really, in a profound way, say what give to gain is, in a profound way.
Let me start by saying it's not a black and white, but it's not black and white in terms of transactional. You don't have to really feel like that is all. Like I give you, you give me. So it means that if you're not giving me, I should not give you. I don't think it's a healthy way to look at it like that. I look at it in the aspects of I have something that you don't, and whatever I have to give, I am happy to give it. And when I give it to you, I am filling my own cup as I fill yours. And the same goes
Vice
for you.
versa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to, because if you take it in a form of a transactional thing, you will stop giving the moment you stop getting or gaining. And that's really not healthy, because what point is it to have something that you can share with the people around you, with the people that you love? So you just have to identify, is this something that gives me joy? Is it something that elevates me? Is it something that, helps me upskill? Okay, who needs it? Can I give it to them? When they receive it, trust me, you're also gaining that thing. And also, let's also not focus on what I started with, not having something to show after you've given. Don't feel like the what you have to gain has to show. It just has to mean something. It just has to be important for you. You're gaining. You can feel the gain. You know. I'm happy. Like right now, I'm happy to just have this conversation with you. You're gaining this because it improves or it adds to the community you're trying to grow. But I do not expect to get followers or to get money out of this. I'm just happy to give it. I'm happy to share it with you, because hopefully there is someone on the other side who's also going to listen to the words I am saying and be like, I'm going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So there is hope. So I am just happy. And that's something I'm gaining.
Awesome. Thank you so much for gracing this set. I want you to close off by introducing yourself, a proper introduction. My name is Doris Fanyagia. I am a what and what and what. And on a typical day, this is the solution I provide or do.
Also my work.
Yes.
Okay. Hi. My name is Miriam Juhi Maora. I am an analytics engineer in a transition into a solutions architect. What do I offer? So my company deals with data and AI, and we also build software solutions for companies. So when you come to me, I help you realize the kind of gaps that you have, and then I come up with the solutions, and then my company brings them to life. That's the simplest way I could actually put it.
Most of the times when you hear of a tech tech person or nerd whom we tend to associate with being tech savvy, you think of a man. But clearly, evidently, this is proof that there are so many women behind that lens that look so good, that despite all, are leaders in their respective fields and excel so much. So this has been Marianne. Thank you for watching this episode. My name is Doris Wanyagia. Thank you so much. Have a good time. I hope you enjoyed this one and it also fills your cup. Until the next time.
Nice. Bye.
Bye.